GSTR3 is a consolidated monthly return stating the taxpayer's liabilities, availed input tax credits, and the payment of liabilities. It is generated on the basis of details of outward and inward supplies furnished by the taxpayers in their filed GSTR1, GSTR2, and GSTR1A for the given tax period. GSTR3 has two parts, Part A and Part B. In Part A, the liabilities and availed ITC are reflected. In Part B, the tax payment details are to be declared. GSTR3B has to be filed by the taxpayer when the due dates of filing of statement of outward supplies GSTR1 and the statement of inward supplies GSTR2 are extended. Like GSTR3, the GSTR3B statement is a summary of a taxpayer's liabilities and availed input tax credits, as well as the payment of liabilities. However, unlike GSTR3, all the figures in GSTR3B are entered by the taxpayer himself, and this statement is not auto-compiled on the basis of information furnished in GSTR1 and GSTR2. This video will introduce you to the filing of GSTR3 and GSTR3B on the GST portal. Once the taxpayer furnishes GSTR1, GSTR1A where applicable, and GSTR2, the GSTR3 statement can be generated. GSTR3 computes the liability figures including tax, interest, late fee, penalty, and others, along with ITC claimed, if any. The interest on account of late payment and ITC reversal can be edited by the taxpayer. These figures are then automatically updated in the taxpayer's liability register as well as the electronic credit ledger in the GST portal on the basis of confirmation by the taxpayer in Table 10, Interest Liability. This liability can then be settled in Part B of GSTR3 either by utilizing ITC or through cash or both in any proportion that the taxpayer wants in line with the utilization rules laid down in the GST Acts in Section 49, Subsection 5. To know about these rules, please refer to the video Step-by-Step Guide to File GSTR3 located under the Help section of GST portal. If GSTR3 is filed without payment of tax liability in full or part, the GST portal will allow the filing, but such return would be treated as an invalid return. Consequently, the ITC claimed on supplies from such a supplier by the receiver taxpayer in its return would get classified as mismatched. To learn about how to make tax payments and to understand various payment options, please refer to the online course on payments. GSTR3 is a monthly return that can be filed from 16th to 20th of the succeeding month or within such extended time limit as notified by the authority. For example, GSTR3 for the month of February 2018 needs to be filed between 16th and 20th of March 2018. However, filing this return is based on certain prerequisites. These are a valid user ID and password for logging in to the GST portal, an active GSTIN during the given tax period, return to be filed in the month succeeding the tax period. However, casual dealers can file in the same month if the business is closed, or in case of a normal taxpayer who has applied for cancellation of registration with GST. Both GSTR1 and GSTR2 of the same tax period should have been successfully filed. Filing for a tax period is not possible if GSTR 3 for the immediately preceding tax period is not validly filed. Whenever there is an extension of timeline for filing GSTR 1 and GSTR 2, the same is notified by the tax commissioner of the state or the board, and the normal taxpayers will be required to file GSTR 3B first. Later, the taxpayers will be required to file GSTR 3 as usual. Once GSTR 1 and GSTR 2 are filed within such extended timeline. If GSTR 3B is filed before GSTR 3 and the taxpayer has made mistakes in his declarations in GSTR 3B, he can make corrections while furnishing the declarations in his GSTR 1 and GSTR 2. Any excess credit claimed will get posted in the ITC ledger while filing GSTR 3. Also, any excess credit taken in GSTR 3B will be added to liability in GSTR 3 and can be paid while filing GSTR 3. Further, if there is any increase in liability in GSTR 3, the excess will be reflected in Part B, and the taxpayer can pay the liability along with interest. If the liability gets reduced while filing GSTR 3, the negative liability will get reflected in the next month's GSTR 3, which can be offset in the subsequent tax period. There are some important points that you must know about GSTR 3B. In Form GSTR 3B, only the summaries of outward and inward supplies in the corresponding tables are to be furnished. Invoice level details of supplies will need to be furnished while filing GSTR 1 later for the corresponding tax period. GSTR 3B is filed by normal taxpayers as well as casual taxpayers. It is not required to be filed by input service distributors, persons availing composition scheme, persons liable to deduct TDS, persons liable to collect TCS, and online information and data retrieval OIDAR service providers. GSTR 3B once filed cannot be revised or amended. Adjustments, if any, have to be done subsequently when taxpayer files GSTR 1, 2 and 3 for the same tax period. Mismatch report will not be generated based on GSTR 3B. It will be generated only after filing of GSTR 1, 2 and 3 for the applicable tax period. Taxpayer has to file GSTR 3B even if there is no business activity for a tax period. This completes the introduction to GSTR 3 and GSTR 3B. Thank you.